Hi, everyone, and welcome to Surviving into Thriving. This is part one of our 4-part series to help you achieve your heart's desires starting in just 30 days. My name is Sho, and the other creator is Saycat. I'll mostly be the one running you guys through this program and through a lot of the other videos throughout the website. If you haven't seen our introductions already, I do encourage you to do so. It gives you an idea of who we are, what we are all about, what we have achieved using the processes in this program, and maybe that can give you an idea of what you can achieve using our steps in this program. I also want to say right now that this program is to the point. We deliver some core ideas that we have that allow this power that we have inside of us to work. We believe they're very essential for you to tap into your power, and we believe this to be the ultimate truth of our universe and reality. So enough of that then. I'm going to go ahead and start you guys off with you are source. This is our first thing that we've got to tell you because this is the most essential to it all. Basically, this means you are God. Basically, this means you are the universe or divinity or my favorite, unconditional love. And so when I say the word source, I literally mean you are source, or you could say the source. And by that, I also mean the source of everything that exists, okay? So on the most smallest level, like the building blocks of life, you are that source. And we believe that's the source of all life, if that makes any sense. Basically, this means that you are abundant. You are abundance itself. That's pretty much what source is all that exists, abundance. This means that you are unlimited. You have no limitation. You are infinite, so that means that you live forever, that you exist forever. There is nothing. There's no running out. As again, you are abundance. You are the source of everything. You are what life, branches off from. So that basically means you're infinite. That means that you are perfect. There is nothing that you need to improve upon. There's nothing outside of you that can make you better. There is nothing at all that you aren't already, because you are everything that exists. It basically means you can be anything that you want to be at any time. You can have anything you need at any time, wherever, however, whenever, whichever, whomever, etc. So you are perfect as is, which also extends into you are complete. There is nothing outside of you that you need to become whole. You are already whole. You are the source of all things. You are what makes more outside of yourself. Think of like one, the number one. How do you get two? Well, 1 plus 1, 1 plus itself equals 2. So like that secondary number comes from the first, which is the source, which is 1. One either divides itself or reproduces itself. It all comes from itself. So I hope that gives you an idea of what this is, of what source is. So you are source playing a game. All right? We call that game life. You are source directing and acting out a play. You are writing and living a story. And you believe you are these stories. You believe that you are this human, these feelings you have, these ideas, these beliefs, this role, this personality. But what you actually are is this ultimate being. You are the universe. You are source. You are unconditional love. You are very powerful. You have all the power in the world to be anything that you want because you are everything. You are the source of it all. And you can do anything you want. I do want to emphasize that you can. Yes, this picture depicts you can pull a rabbit out of a hat. You can do anything even more grand than that. However, we choose to limit what we can do because it's fun. Now that may sound insane, right? But think about it when we were kids, okay? We made up rules to a whole bunch of games, And the reason why those games have rules is because that's what makes it fun. Can you do this within this set limit of rules? And that's what life is. Life is we're given a game board that we have to play with. We have these rules, or we call them laws, or we have laws of physics and laws of anything else that we have in our world. And we have those, and we intentionally come into this life with those limits, with those rules, to have fun. That's how you have fun. If you think about it, when you play Monopoly, right? That is a game that has a certain set of rules, and you have a good time winning within those rules, or even losing within those rules. But like, if we didn't have the rules, then there would be no fun in that game. Another thing too is, if you imagine yourself being able to do anything that you want to do, whenever you want to do, however you want to do, sure, it might be fun for a little bit, especially since right now, most of your life, you've been living with limitations. But after a while, if you could do that all the time, have anybody you want in your life, have anything you want in your life, whenever you wanted it, at the snap of a finger, it does get pretty boring. And you'll actually experience that throughout this program. Once you hit that source state, you're going to feel all of these feelings, and you're going to be like, wow, dude, like, I am kind of bored. But that right there is a state that helps you allow the limitations, but helps you have more fun in your life. And we'll explain that further throughout the program. So even though we have all those powers, like we have all of this amazing capability, this possibility, because we are source, many of us are actually suffering. And why is that? Well, the best way to explain it is, we've created lives that we are not happy with. We've created victim scenarios because we've forgotten who we really are. Like I'm saying, we are actually source, but we identify as being a human. We identify as this limited being. Of course, that is for the fun of it all. But what happens is, we've gone to the extreme where we've actually completely forgotten what we are at our core. We've fallen for the surface. We've fallen for the illusion that the magician on the stage has projected over us. We've fallen for that, but we've forgotten the power that's underneath it, that what actually holds up that magic. And we believe that we are powerless because of that. We believe in all of these limitations too much. Thus, we are actually incapable of helping ourselves. The more we get stuck in that idea that I am limited and I can't do anything, in that victim mindset, then we can't actually help ourselves. So what do we do? How do we change this? Well, we have to remember who and what we really are. From there, we can learn how the game that we're living in, how life works, how the story, how the play works. And then from there, we can also learn how to create the life of our dreams. If we have the blueprint to how life works, we can go from there to start crafting and creating the life that would really be more in alignment with who we really are. And by doing that, incredible results will come immediately. You will be amazed at how fast your life starts to change for the better when you start understanding who you are, when you start remembering who you really are, and start understanding how this game works and your power. Alright, so that's it for part 1. And I'll see you soon in part 2, which is Focus is Everything, where your focus creates your entire reality. Alright, I'll see you guys soon.